Stop! Your search for a family friendly trip to Bhutan ends here. If you're thinking, is it child friendly? Will I get enough vegetarian food? Is it all about monasteries? What makes it to the top of the charts for being a happy country? How much does it cost for a family of four? Wait till the end. Bhutan has been on my bucket list for a whole year. People said don't do it in December, it'll be really cold. But let me tell you, the best time to visit Bhutan is any time between October up until December. Jan Feb may be a little bit cold, but go ahead and if you enjoy the cold, book that as well. Or just skip the cold and make it work from March to June. Once the sun is out, you don't feel the cold. Getting to Bhutan can be by flight from Delhi, Kolkata, or Siliguri and then travel by road. Since we are traveling from Mumbai, we chose to stay overnight at an airport hotel in Kolkata. When you choose to fly to Bhutan via Bhutan Airlines or Druket, choose the seats on the left side of the plane facing the pilot to see the best views of Mount Everest. When you hit immigration, that's when you know you are in Bhutan and peace and happiness are all you will experience. You will learn to stop hustling and just be. We paid the STF in rupees. It's currently at rupees 1200 per night for Indian adults and 50% off for kids under 12. We checked into our hotel at Norkil Boutique Hotel in Thimphu. Great food, city center, splendid views, and a very, very pleasing staff. In Thimphu, don't miss the stupa. Norkil has a direct view of that and the evening flag ceremony at the Thimphu Zong.
Okay, so this is the song. You have to see this.
We retired early that evening and planned a trek the next morning to a monastery to make it more fun and exciting for the kids. We rolled the prayer wheel, chanted, sat down, and chatted with a monk. You can't be in Bhutan and not try their local food. You can never have enough of it. Head to the main market and Google your way to Zombala. Order the momos, bhatup, and their thukpa. Trust me, you will come back again for more. In Bhutan, especially in the winter, you have to sightsee while the sun shines. So make sure you head to the local market or a sightseeing spot well in time before 4. We headed straight to the Buddha Dorendma statue made of bronze. It is 54 meters high and there is incredible peace and calm. Make sure you rest, pause, and reset as you sit there. After which we grabbed some coffee and visited local stores in the main market area. I would recommend heading to the Ambient Cafe and try their matcha ice cream. It is an absolute must-have. If you do have the time, you may want to visit the Kajatrom and the National Museum of Bhutan. Next morning, en route to Punakha via Dorchula Pass, we spotted this local farmers market and stopped by to pick up some fresh local produce, chat with locals, and understand their food habits. After a quick stop at Dorchula Pass, we reached Punakha for rafting, enjoying the scenic beauty on the way.
Okay, so we are in Punakha and we are rafting here. It's close to about 4 or 5 degrees, but try and get here somewhere in the afternoon when the sun is, anytime after 11. So the sun is out, so you'll not feel that cold. And you get these splash-proof jackets. It's totally worth getting them because you don't want to get wet. And you also get these slippers, so you can remove your shoes and switch into these slippers so your shoes are not wet.
Rafting in Punakha during winters can be quite a child's play with easy rapids and would totally recommend it if you're going with family. They can be in charge and you can enjoy the most splendid views ever. Check out the Kuenga Hotel in Punakha for an old-fashioned home-cooked meal with momos, chili cheese, rice, tukpa, and of course some Indian food. Our next stop was Punakha Zong and the suspension bridge, which had splendid views before we sat back for the long back drive to Paro. While selecting a hotel, you will be tempted to go for the usual suspects, but we picked an 18-year-old heritage hotel called the Ziva Ling.
So in Paro, we've actually chosen this place and property called Ziva Ling. It's a little away from the city center, but we wanted to make sure that we have more quiet time. Because we were very sure of what we wanted to do, and because we were doing a hike, we wanted to have a more relaxed stay. So we kept that at the latter half of the trip. It's a beautiful, beautiful property. You're definitely going to love it. It's one of the oldest cottages, but I think 18 years ago is when this property was built. And it's absolutely brilliant. It's got tea houses and it's got multiple things still to explore.
It is a bit pricey, but trust me, after all the traveling and a trek planned to Tiger's Nest, you don't want to stay in anything but the best. It has to have splendid views, a quaint tea house, and an incredible Bhutanese staff. The next morning saw us visit the Paro, lunch at Mountain Cafe, and an early evening back home to try our hand at the national sport of archery.
Okay, so we're gonna have an archery competition now.
Me and Dad.
You and Dad and Anya and me. And here we have this man who's setting it up. And there we have the target right behind.
The staff and the guide were truly encouraging as they taught the kids and me the game. And trust me when I say this, the kids love it. And don't be surprised if they do better than you. Would totally recommend an early evening before your next day's trip to the Tiger's Nest, or Tatsang as it's called.
So while you're trekking up, it's important that you carry sunglasses, cap, a small backpack with about 2 bottles of water, a small fruit, and I'm really wearing my jacket, even though it's quite warm now because you're trekking. It's because the sun is unpredictable. It can go down anytime, and then we don't know how long we're going to take to climb. So in case the sun goes down, we don't want to be cold.
Number one rule to doing it is that everyone can do it. The kids can do it most easily. You can take as many breaks as you wish to. It's not a race, it's only about finishing at your own pace.
We've reached the Taksang Cafe, and that is where we need to go. Even if you can make it till here, it's brilliant. They have a lovely viewing deck. Spend some time here. The key is not how fast you make it. The key is how much fun you have along the way getting to Tiger's Nest.
Finishing Tatsang as a family was our big high of the year. The views en route are splendid, and it really for us was such a great family bonding activity.
We made it. We're here.
Lots of tourists to chat with, helping each other out and soaking it one breath at a time. When you finish that song, head out to Paro Dhaba for some incredible Indian and Bhutanese food. I wouldn't do any other place. The trek takes about 4 to 6 hours depending on your speed. I've done a separate video on it, so do check that out for details. You have to end Tiger's Nest with a traditional hot stone bath. We preferred to do it at our hotel versus many traditional outposts. Hot stone bath is an experience, and no, it cannot be missed. A traditional Bhutanese hot stone bath uses rocks that are taken from the river, that are heated till red hot and then placed in the bath water. The rocks then crack and steam, releasing key minerals into the water, which then help soothe aches and pains and are said to have broader medicinal properties. Later that evening, we attended a cultural evening with Bhutanese dances. We saw both the slow, graceful movements of the Zungra dance and dances like the mask and the black-necked crane dance. We just didn't watch them, we even joined in and learned a few steps as well. It was a lot of fun. It was just a great immersion in culture that evening. We didn't really want to leave the land of happiness behind and head back to the hustle. On your way back, make sure you pick seats on the right for an incredible view of the Everest. Our overall budget for the trip for a family of 4 was Mumbai to Kolkata and back 50,000, overnight stay in Kolkata Airport Hotel for 2 rooms 16,000, hotel in Thimphu we took 2 rooms rupees 10,000 per night per room, taxi and guide depending on the vehicle and how experienced your guide is. Food was very cheap, around rupees 10,000 for all the days. Rafting was rupees 6,000 for a family of 4. Hot stone again, rupees 10,000 for a 40-minute hot stone bath. As they say in Bhutan,
Joge joge. Let's go.
for parenting tips, celebrity interviews, recipes, conversations with experts, DIYs, and lots more. Subscribe to Kids Talk Press now.